On January 5th, 2007, a call with Fred Hiatt changed my life. I was dying a slow death at a corporate public relations firm during my second departure from journalism. Fred was the editorial page editor of the Washington Post, and he was on the hunt for an editorial writer. We'd been in touch a few years before, but nothing came of it. This time was different. Hiatt hired me. My first day was February 15th, 2007. In my memoir, Yet Here I Am, Lessons from a Black Man's Search for Home, I described my early days at the Washington Post as, quote, a swirl of terrified excitement. And over the next 18 years, 5 months, and 16 days, 15 of those years spent on the editorial board, I would write columns and interview newsmakers for my podcast and Post Live events, and host a weekly web show called First Look. During that time, we moved from the brutalist architecture of the Post building on 15th Street to the sleek, concrete-floored modernity of our new offices on K Street. Rather than toss his old file of research on me into the recycling bin, Fred gave it to me. There were printouts of my columns for the New York Daily News and Bloomberg News. He was looking to see if I was a good fit for the section. A critical decision made by Jeff Bezos this year that led to the resignation of David Shipley, who succeeded Fred after he passed away in 2021, forced me to contemplate whether the section was a good fit for me. In February, the owner of the Post decided that the section would focus on the twin pillars of personal liberties and free markets. We in the section received an email from our new editor which reiterated that and added, it's also important that we communicate with optimism about this country in particular and the future in general. How can we communicate with optimism about the future in general when we're living in the here and now where American democracy is in peril? Or put another way, how can one constantly extol the beauty of a home's doors, crown moldings, and windows when the rest of the house is engulfed in flames and its foundation is flooding? Unapologetic patriotism is incomplete if it doesn't allow for a mirror to be held up to America, her people, and her president to hold them all accountable when they have strayed from her founding principles. The administration is playing chicken with federal courts. The administration is using masked federal agents to snatch people off the streets and send them to hellish prisons abroad. The administration deployed the military on the streets of an American city. The president is using his office to enrich himself and his family. The president has turned Congress, a co-equal branch of government, into the staff wing of the executive branch. And we're supposed to ignore it? Leave it to others to wrestle with on their news pages and websites? No. The Constitution gives us the inherent, unapologetically patriotic right to rail against such affronts to democracy and the rule of law. And the First Amendment demands it. That is tonight's last word on my last day at the Washington Post. Definitely the end of an era. I want to thank my colleagues at the Post for all their years of great work.